My great-grandparents settled out here back in the 1880s. So we've been at it quite a while. Our whole operation has mostly been grass and cattle. And we have a really diverse wildlife population out here. There's white-tailed deer, mule deer, pronghorn antelope, and in addition to the native songbirds, prairie chickens are doing pretty good out in here actually.
The lesser prairie chicken only occupies about 16% of its historic range, due primarily to conversion to tillage agriculture and urbanization. But we're finding that Conservation Reserve Program, Grasslands, are just perfect for prairie chickens. The Natural Resources Conservation Service began the Lesser Prairie Chicken Initiative in 2010, really as a response to landowners' desires to maintain their Conservation Reserve Program, or CRP lands, in grass. Installing a perimeter fence for livestock grazing is often cost prohibitive. One of the advantages of Lesser Prairie Chicken Initiative is we do offer financial assistance to help install a perimeter fence. And the result has been a very successful program in taking these idled croplands that were converted to grassland or CRP many, many years ago and turning those into a working landscape.
I'm not really a lazy guy, but I don't like I don't like farming for 12 hours a day or the expense of doing it. I got a lot of friends and neighbors that are farmers, and that's great if it works for them. But raising cattle has made us more money every year than what farming has. We're able to keep more. When we put this into CRP 10 years ago, I told them my intention was, when it comes out, to utilize it for grazing. I mean, there's big blue stem, little blue stem, switchgrass, buffalo grass, western wheatgrass. It's just a nice mix. It has a deep enough root structure and it can take it when there's a drought. When you do get the rains and it doesn't run off, the ground soaks it up. And I think that's why we're in such good shape right now after all these years of drought.
This landscape was driven by fire and bison. And so if we're managing the lands to mimic those patterns that happen historically, grazing, when done right, is one of the best fits for this landscape.
Everything seems to benefit from the native grass, much more so than farm ground. I mean, you don't see much trying to live out in the farm ground. I like to envision what it might have been like 150 years ago, and this is kind of close to what it would have been. I'm 100% committed. I'm not going to tear this out. It just works better for me, for our operation, to have cattle and grass.